I crashed my drone 4 times to get a shot. 4 times to get this simple shot. And you're wondering, Krelov, you've been flying for God knows how long, like forever. How can something this simple crash a drone? So let me take you back a little bit. I was invited to some event to get some drone shots for the event. So I was there. I flew all day. I did all the ridiculous things you all know me for. Flew through trees, did some very intricate maneuvers, and everything was fine. Then I decided to get something, at the tail end of the event, it was more like a personal thing, and I crashed 4 times. And it got to a point I was thinking that it was superstitious, like it was beginning to look superstitious to me, but I realized that no, it has nothing to do with superstition. Like it was just my stupidity, my foolishness that actually crashed this drone. So you let me walk you through the whole process. So like I said, I was invited to this funeral where a chief was being buried. And the first thing that struck me was this culture, this tradition. I don't know whether it's a tradition or a culture where these people dressed like this. I mean, it was something I've never seen anywhere before. Okay, I cannot say I'm accustomed to all the traditions in Volta land, but this is around southern Volta. And this looks so beautiful. Like, the dressing. This looks like our kind of chief mourners. In the can areas that people where they pay them to just come and cry at the funeral. Maybe this is our Volta version of something, because apart from their striking dressing, they look sad. No, like sad. Look at them. So in the beginning, I thought that's all that they would do. But when we were like recessing, look at this. They carried their stools. It was striking. It was beautiful. Look at their fake eyes also. Look at their fake eyes. So too, like I said, this is a culture or a tradition I've never seen before. I've not witnessed this anywhere before. So when I saw this, I wanted to get as much detail as possible. And anything this interesting, my client to be expecting some detailed shots of their faces, their expressions, and everything else. So that's exactly what I did. Now that I saw them, I had to get all their details. So here, I tried to get a little closer. Okay, obviously it's a drone, so I have to be careful how close I can get. And I didn't want to zoom in and lose the quality. Even though the zoom lens is also good. Usually the primary lens gives you a better quality than the other lens. So yeah, I got quite close, and it was still shocking that you have a culture like this where they dress and walk so slowly and sadly. It was sad and a good experience. Like, it just felt good. We learn every day, okay? We learn every day. But there are certain things I come across, and then it's just surprising. If you're from Southern Volta or you know what this tradition is all about, please tell me another comment, because I cannot say I enjoyed the funeral. I cannot say you enjoyed the funeral. Fine, I can say I enjoyed the funeral, but it was an eye-opener, okay? And obviously, drone shots again, going up, the way they line up and everything. And see, these are the things about funerals that look quite colorful too. You know, the greens that they placed over there and the trees is directly opposite the red when it comes to like the color spectrum. So the colors are really, direct opposite of each other, which makes it look quite cool. Like, I shouldn't be talking positively about funeral like this. Somebody's dead, a chief is dead, but I wasn't there to mourn. So like, I was just getting my job done. And this just looks so cool from the air. All right, this looks so cool from the air. From here, I'll be getting a little closer again and see behind them also. Look at their beads. And this must be a lot of work, because just a few days ago or just yesterday, I went to church with my kete cloth and it was quite heavy. So imagine these dressing for these people. Apart from their fake ass thing, and then there's going to be a lot of work. But it just looks good. It just looks good, and I had to tell you about it. I had to show you all these ones. It was good. So yeah, these are some of the things I did in the day. I did other shots, and these shots were quite close. I was quite close to them. Again here, I wanted to get a better perspectives, and I cannot get any lower than this without endangering anybody. So I brought the drone as low as I could possibly get it to get these shots, and then their expressions in their faces. God. I'm not sure any of them giggled or sneezed but like, their expressions were like just dead. They had dead expressions in their faces. I can see behind them too, there are some others who are like the big girls or the other higher authorities. So yeah, back to where it is. So this is where I started the flight initially. I don't know what happened. The next thing I knew, the drone flipped over. I'm like, what the flip? What just happened? So thankfully I recorded it. I took the drone up, wiped it a little bit, took the dust off, and I crashed again. Like for the second one, I didn't actually record it. Why? Looks like I didn't clean the drone well, so there was a little sand in the props again. So when I took off, the blade didn't sound well. By the time I could bring it down, the drone toppled all over again. So fine, I walked through this whole thing. If you're wondering what this is, I'll be explaining it to you very soon. So my favorite shot to get when I'm flying is to do review shots. So this is a walkway that was done in town. Yeah, I was just flying backwards and it's brown on the floor. And I was like, what's happened? Why? That was the second crash. That was the second crash. I crashed twice. No, so this would be crash number 3 actually. And you see that red band thing there? Yeah, it entered the props and tangled the neck and like, come on. My drone hasn't touched the floor in a very long time. And this small walkway thing. Okay, so what is the walkway? Why am I crashing my drone there and insisting on getting a shot? So when a chief dies around our place, they tell you, Togbe Kofe or Togbe, like the chief is gone to the village or gone to the farm. Okay, and then this is their version of simulating the farm environment. So the chief is dead, laid in state, people go around to go and look at him. So we are saying Togbe is gone to the farm, or the chief is gone to the farm or gone to the village, then you need to walk in the bush more or less to go see. At least that's the explanation I was giving. That is why they did this like walkway thing. And again, all this while, the crashes, I thought it was quite normal. Like, oh, it was my foolishness that crashed the drone. But then when I was flying around again, watch closely. Those are like jaw bones of animals, like jaw bones of some animal and then some... And my bro was like, wait, is that why I was crashing? Because it looks like something magical happened here, something, they cooked something, they whatever. At this point, my superstitious, meter was going like way into the stratosphere. And I began to freak out. I was like, hey, frankly, maybe that's why I was crashing. Or like, maybe that's why I was crashing. And I almost panicked. A little like, okay, maybe I've offended the gods or offended a dead person. And yeah, that's why I was crashing. I thought, okay, so over here, I just wanted to land again. But this is the thing. Where I was initially out of the walkway. I had to fly out again before I can catch the drone and settle, right? And I was going up. Thankfully, I didn't record down to right here. I crashed there again. Like going through that thing, the props, and I'm like, what is happening? I crashed 4 times within a space of like 15, 20 minutes or so. 4 times. Then after seeing that thing, I was like, okay, maybe the gods don't like what I was doing, or the dead person doesn't like what I was doing. But my scientific brain, I came back to myself, I'm like, Charlie, you did the foolish flight and you crashed. So which one is the gods and what? That is how come I went back to fly all over the place again to be sure that actually no gods be out or no dead person was freaking out about me, whatever. So yeah, I did the flight all over again where I crashed. I decided to do it just to prove to myself that, look, nothing superstitious is going on here. It was just I wasn't careful enough. And that's why I crashed. Seriously. But the point is, we learn every day. I thought I knew quite a bit about our traditions and everything. But yeah, that is how I crashed these things. It was just me enjoying culture and nature. Okay, not nature, but culture and stuff like that. If you're wondering again why I'm talking about all these things on the tourism channel, well, culture is also part of our tourism. Culture, yeah, like we actually visit other people to witness their culture. Our culture is also part of tourism, essentially. So seeing something new that is cultural related and decide to go take a look, yeah, that was it. That was my little experience. It was fun at the location, just that behind my brain, I almost lied to myself that it's the gods are trying to, and nah, it was me being super and careful. If you're new here, I'm Carl Franklin, and I talk about tourism and fun stuff, hang around, and we just have a lot of fun. So it's double V for Visit Volta, Carl Franklin here. I'll see you when I see you. Stop the recording for me.